I'm running for governor, and I'm running to see if we can't together help bring this state together to focus on the big, important work before us, making sure that the best jobs created in America are being created right here in Texas, that we have the best public education system in the country, and that we make progress on the things that most of us actually agree on, like expanding Medicaid, so that every Texan can see a doctor, get their prescription filled, and just be well enough to finish their education or to pursue their career. So we've got to do these big things and get past the small divisive politics of Greg Abbott. And whether that's the abortion ban that has placed a $10,000 bounty on the heads of women in Texas, the permitless gun carry bill that most in law enforcement opposed, or this focus on which middle school girl can play which athletic sport. We've got to get past the divisiveness and get focused on the big things again. And I think together as Texans, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Texans, we can do that.
You mentioned a couple of the things that you have been an outspoken, about in regards to what Governor Greg Abbott has passed. We've seen him kind of launch into full campaign mode. Is that why you decided to throw your hat in the ring right now?
I'm running now because this is the best time to bring people together, whether it's the volunteers who've been with us before or those who right now are ready for a change and expect Texas to do the big things again that we used to be known for, instead of this small, petty, divisive politics that so defines this state at this moment. And so, whether it's their frustration with the failure of our power grid that left millions without heat or running water and unfortunately cost the lives of hundreds, or the failed response to COVID that has seen 72,000 Texas lives lost and counting so far, we need a governor who's going to do the right thing every single time and do it for the people of Texas. That's why I'm running. That's how I'm running. And you will see us everywhere, including very soon in San Antonio, making sure that everyone is included, no one is written off, and no one is taken for granted. That's how we win, and that's how we serve everyone in Texas.
You mentioned the power grid. That's going to be a huge talking point between now, next winter, next election. I know it's early. Do you have something that you would like to tell the people in regards to your campaign and the power grid?
I want to remind people that when the power grid failed, it was not due to Mother Nature, but to the failure of those in power, most importantly, our governor, Greg Abbott. He was too busy looking after his campaign contributors in the energy and power industry and not thinking about the rest of us. And that's how the state lost power in February, and nearly 700 people lost their lives. And to prove the point, one of his biggest contributors, Kelsey Warren, his company made $2.4 billion on the power outage. And then he turned around and wrote Greg Abbott a $1 million campaign contribution check. And that says everything about why, despite this regular legislative session and the special sessions that followed, the governor has done nothing to meaningfully prepare Texas and our power grid for the next big winter storm. He's looking out for his campaign contributors. He's not looking out for Texas. As governor, I'm going to make sure that we weatherize the grid, that you can count on the fact that when you flick the switch, the lights will turn on, the heat will run, your pipes won't freeze, and that you can focus on the most important things in your life. That's what we need going forward. And we've got to change the person in office if we're going to be able to get that done.
Two more quick questions and we'll let you go. The first being, this is not your first campaign by any means. You famously ran against Ted Cruz. You did have a presidential campaign as well. Do you think that has hurt or helped you in any way, and why?
I only know that if the campaign becomes about a person or a political party, it's not going to be successful. It has got to be about the people of Texas. And it can't be divided based on party or geography or any other difference between us. At this highly polarized moment, we've got to find a way to come together. And I want to make sure that we focus this on the things that most of us agree on, like the kinds of jobs that we're creating in San Antonio and the rest of Texas, the quality of our public schools, and the ability to see a doctor. Look, none of those are Republican or Democratic issues. Those are things that most people in Texas care about. So that's how we're going to focus this campaign. And if elected, that's going to be my focus as governor.
And just finishing up, before I give you a chance to say anything you think I missed, Governor Greg Abbott is expected to speak a little later this morning, not too far from here in San Antonio. Do you have a message for the governor? This is, very new to everyone, your announcement coming out of running for governor. So I don't know if you have any words for him.
My message is for the people of Texas. We have an opportunity to get past this moment that has been marked by extraordinarily divisive politics and bring this state together in common purpose to do the things that we really care about and that are important to us. And so my message is that regardless of whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or an independent, or even if you've never voted in an election before, I want you to be part of this effort. And I want to work with you on the things that are most important to you in your life. And that's why you'll see me very soon in San Antonio, where I'll have the opportunity to once again be with and listen to those who are doing so many extraordinarily positive things for this state right now. So I'm very excited to be in this race in a campaign for the people of Texas.